Hello and welcome back to another OmniHeroes video. In this video, we're just going to jump into Rift Odyssey and see if we can get this completed. So, let's jump into the Cursed Bride. So, first things first, the boss loses 1 of its max HP whenever an enemy deals basic attack damage. So, we need to keep our so it is an Avengers, looks like, should be absolutely fine. Deals 50% damage to 1 random enemy. Randomly applies Deceive on 1 enemy and boosts its attack by 2000% for 1 round. Yep, absolutely fine. Attacks all enemies dealing 90% damage. For every 2 allies lost, it loses 20% of its own HP. And then from round 10 onwards, all allies receive a max HP revival effect, permanently increasing crit resistance rate by 50% and reduces the damage taken by 50% as well. So let's jump in. Let's change this team up and let's pop in some Avengers. So the best Avengers team that I am personally aware of is this team right here. So what does it mean for us? Well, what we can do, or what we can look to do, is pop Aphrodite in the back here. The reason that we want to pop Aphrodite in the back is because of the mystical sanctuary, or the mystical fountain, sorry, of the Elysians. I believe it's the Elysians. So let's pop our relics in. Go for you, and Hand of Tyr. And I think we can just jump in. We're looking to dodge as many attacks as possible with this. After triggering a dodge, retaliates with a basic attack against the attacker during battle. You can also use the Dawnbringer's synergy as well. So if we have a look here, with 3, each basic attack by an ally unit has 20% chance to initiate a combo. This effect can be triggered only once. So you can use the Dawnbringers in order to get these toxic spiders down a little bit further, but I think we should be absolutely fine here. If worst comes to worst and we can't beat this boss mission using the team here, we can also take out, say, Aphrodite, or we could take out Nerissa, and we could pop in Sal as well. So Sal will build up continually over the course of the game or the match here, and we'd be able to we'd be able to build him up as well. So very powerful effects there. Now here, as you can see, we're doing our basic attacks. Enemies have done their basic attacks, and as you can see, we're close to about, I would say, two-thirds health. Because of the basic attacks that we're able to do. These won't do very much at all. The other way to beat this boss, specifically with the Avengers team, is to take out Nerissa, and you would pop in Lachesis in that spot as well. Having Lachesis in there on her ultimate ability, she will get rid of this Holy Shield, and that's what we want. We do want this Holy Shield gone as quickly as possible. And the best way to do that, for me personally, is to have this counterattack artifact as well as Lachesis and just sort of hedge your bets effectively. But we seem to be doing absolutely fine here. Should be able to take them down over the course of the next couple of rounds. When they're doing their attacks against us, we'll have a higher rate of dodge. Probably should have included, instead of speed, we should have included increased dodge rate as well. So it is what it is. Now, unfortunately, we can't, if this dragon dies, it is what it is. If the dragon does die, then, the dragon will come back. But he doesn't trigger that artifact there. So we do want, so as you can see, dragon has died. We do increase our max HP. And we also get an attack buff for Janet as well. Now, we trigger both Aphrodite and Nerissa, and that will trigger twice as well. So that's why we have so many triggers going off. The count of passive effect triggers when units die increases by 1. So there we go. That is Aphrodite down. Nerissa will trigger a couple of times, and we also trigger the Celestials synergy as well. By that I mean we trigger the removal of any buffs that the enemy has. It's quite a powerful effect indeed, and we can start to do a little bit of damage to this enemy. Now, if we're not able to do enough damage to the boss here, then we're looking to Really, we're looking to change things up and, like I said, include Lachesis on there as well. So we should be able to, over the next couple of rounds, yep, here we go, we'll get that dodge in place. And then we are dodging, yeah, we are dodging enough here. So boss does lose, it looks like 40%-ish of her max HP. We should be good to go. Aphrodite here to do, I suspect she will be doing the most. It is damage resistance, which is a bit of a problem. So the damage resistance for this boss is quite high. Doesn't look like we're doing too much at the moment. We do need to build up, though, as much as possible. And the best way to do that is for our enemies to die and for our units to die here as well. So unfortunately, if we do end up losing a lot of our units, I suspect Janna will do massive amounts of damage here as well. So we're only on round 6. That was quite a big shot from enemy boss here. Again, popping Sal in this middle slot over Aphrodite, I think can be very beneficial. Very beneficial indeed. But again, we just need to do as much damage as we possibly can. And we can do that by building up. So potentially we're not doing enough damage here. I mean, we've got 30 rounds, so it may take up to sort of 29 rounds. What I won't do is I'm not going to sit here for all that time and watch it through. So we've seen this now. No deaths here, so absolutely fine. Yeah, so it did take around 21 rounds. I just skipped there. And Janna to do the most. Very good. So we do clear Nightmare 75. It is with the full Avengers spread using those artifacts. Now, we are still on an Avengers team, so let's go ahead and we'll just jump in. And we'll go ahead and skip as much as we can, if it'll load. There's been a lot of issues with, okay, so we do lose that one. So let's take out Narissa and let's pop in Sal. Pop Sal in the middle here. And let's see how things go. Might get a bit more damage in with Sal on the field. Okay, no, unfortunately not. It is what it is. So what we'll do, we'll have our 3 Avengers in here. The 3 Avengers that I'm going to choose, we'll go 1. We will go with Janna and Mavis. In fact, we'll take out these 2. We will keep Mavis in. We're going to pop Sal in as well. We'll take out, we'll pop in Atropos. Well, in fact, no, we can use Cleo, I think, for best results. We'll pop Sal in the middle here, and then we will pop in, we'll go with Althea as well. The artifacts, yeah, we'll take out these 2 and we'll increase our, we'll do splash damage. We'll take this out, increase our, no, we'll go with healing spear, in fact, and then I think we can take this out and we can pop in splash axe as well. Let's jump in, let's see how far we get with this team. So we're looking to build up Sal as much as possible with the rest of our units dying. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, so it looks like 14 rounds. Oof, tough one to do, but should be absolutely fine moving forward. This one might be a little bit more tricky, just because there is an enemy Karnak and an enemy Katrina as well. But yeah, so 11 rounds, absolutely fine. Let's keep powering through. And we'll just keep going with this team. Again, if you don't have Cleo on at all, or at 8 stars, you can change Cleo out for Atropos as well. So Atropos down here, and you can use her instead. Okay, so this is where we're up to. This is the stop point. I think it'll be the enemy Themis. That's the problem, but we'll see. We'll try this again. There we go. So Sal and Janna to survive again. Very long matches. Always is with Avengers. Let's go ahead, change up. We'll put Janna in the back row and Althea on the front row as well. Now, what I would really enjoy is if, shame. What I would really enjoy is, so it's Gwyn. So Gwyn is the problem here, is reducing our attack. And Avengers, they don't have altogether too much attack anyway. So it looks like we do need to counter him. The unit that we can use to counter him, what is it? Curse removal. So do we have any Avengers that remove curses? Suspect if we take out you and we pop in you, pop Cleopatra on the front, potentially this might solve our problems. Just having this Lachesis on the team to debuff the enemy, yeah, it seems to work very well. Even though Lachesis did die, it gave us the opportunity to increase our attack even further. So we do need strikers on the team. We do have 2 strikers in the form of Cleo and Celine, so I think we're good to go with this team. Again, it's a very, very slow team. I don't expect it to win altogether too much. Yeah, again, super slow. It just takes so long to build up. And with the removal of Althea, I think potentially that's the reason. So looks like round 11, as long as Sal survives, he will start to do massive amounts of damage. But let's keep pushing. We'll keep pushing. I think this should go up to 84 or 85, something like that. So yeah, 5 rounds. It just depends on the matchup, but against opposing Avengers, should be absolutely fine. Now this is Mystifiers, and Mystifiers are very, very powerful. Yeah, again, it is because they do so much damage that potentially you want to put in an effect resistance. So 50% effect resistance, which will hopefully stem the bleeding from the corrode triggers. So let's try that now. So as you can see, we've only got 24 in there actually. So let's pop in, where are you? Effect resistance by 50%, and then we've got 1 left. So let's go ahead and increase attack by 20% as well. Let's just go ahead and see how this works. Again, another tactic that you can use is popping Cleo in this center bit. So if we go like this instead, potentially we can use Cleo and use the Elysian synergy. So this mystical fountain slot right here where Cleo is will give her an attack boost as well. It's just Jana surviving at the end. Right, so it looks like we'll need to use a different team. So we can carry on using this, but what I'm going to do is pop in you instead. Go ahead, save, and then what we're going to do is going to go to Glorians, because we can use 2 very efficient strikers in the form of Nawi and Gloria as well, but we'll also have in these 3 here, potentially. I mean, we don't really need 2 strikers. We'll see. We'll pop Nawi in this back bit here. And the reason that I'm going for this setup is because of the Glorian synergy for, if we take you out, pop you in, take you out, pop you in, and then Glacians by 100%. No, we'll go with shield as well. Hopefully that will save our bacon. Let's just see. So we do technically have the 2 strikers in the form of Seraphina and Nawi as well. So we have those 2 strikers in there. We have 3 monarchs. So we have Audrey, we have Talinas, and Lily and Leah as well. So very powerful units indeed. So we do have our heals as well, so something to keep in mind. And hopefully, yeah, so Spear will trigger here. It'll give us our shield boost. We'll get some more shields based on the... yeah, there we go. So now we need to do a fair bit of damage, but what we want to do is we want to heal as much as possible. So when Seraphina, yeah, they're big misses, those. Really big. And blessings as well. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, so the fortitude effect will trigger as well, keeping our Talinas alive. We should get full heal here. Oh no, we don't get full heal. It's probably because we have such high healths. But it is what it is. Yeah, so now that's 2 of 4 used. We don't want those to trigger altogether too early, but we are applying hindrance as well. So we do get big misses here, and there's going to be a lot of corrode damage. A lot of corrode damage, unfortunately. It is what it is. Yeah, so we do get a fair chunk of corrode. Fortunately, we have very high shield count as well. We do also increase our attack based on healing. And so we increase our attack, and we also increase our... Yeah, so we're going to start to take them down really, really quickly. We also increase our defense as well. That, for me, there's just no other team in the game that does something like this, where it increases its attack and defense based on healing received. So here, as you can see, even Seraphina doing absolutely massive damage to the enemies with that healing effect. So there we go. Unfortunately, oh, now he does proc. Yeah, very good. Very good. And then we get the 2 survivors. We do get perfect. So yeah, is what it is. I think we've definitely got this one in the bag. So let's carry on and push through. So we have changed up to that Strikers synergy. I think we should be absolutely fine with this team. Again, having that Seraphina to keep our health as high as possible and to also increase attack and defense when we do attack. Absolutely fine. Now, Solomon is a real pain. Fortunately, able to get through, no problem. But I would suggest if you are going to be using a team and you're stuck with Solomon, use Lee. So use the Panda, and he will provide that synergy as well. So it looks like we might need to change up our relics here. So we do win. Oh, flipping heck. I bet Nawi has just done a massive attack and then she's died through reflect damage. It's really, really potent, that reflect damage. And again, it's getting close. I'm not too sure how I'm going to be able to get through to Hell 100, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see about getting through to Hell 100. And here we go. So Nightmare 88. We just keep pushing again using this Glorians team. Glorians team is just such a staple. Just such a staple within the entirety of PvE. Now, Holy Shield's going to be a bit trickier, but I think because we've got Audrey on the team as well, we should be absolutely fine. Yeah, so Audrey to counter Talanas. In case you don't know, Audrey removes Holy Shield on action, so that's not in PvP, that is on PvE. Lily and Leah, oof, finish things off there, why don't you? Silly. So it looks like Ethereals are the win con in this one. So let's go ahead and take out Nawi. We'll take out Lily and Leah. We'll take out Talanas. And then we'll go to our Ethereals. And let's pop in 1, 2, 3. Let's see. So we do have the Thornbinders synergy active as well. I think it's a very powerful synergy this season. So we'll keep like so. We still have the 3, we have the 3 Ethereals. So let's go ahead and change up our relics here. We can take out the Glorians, take out the Thornbinders, and we'll leave that in the 300%. And so we'll stick Pursuit Dart in, and we will stick in... Where is my shield? There we go. So I'll pop shield in. I'm going to take crit resistance out and max HP out as well. And I am going to pop in. So if we go with crit rate, and then we can go with max attack as well. And we'll just see how far that gets us. Ethereal's relics, I would suspect Chaos Orb. Then we can go with Gord. To trigger Wukong as much as we can, and we'll go with the Demon Blade Whip to increase our HP pool as well. So the higher the HP pool, the more we're going to heal, and the faster we can then proceed. Let's just see how this team is in action. There we go. So we are increasing our attack as well with every bit of healing that we receive. It should be anyway, because we do have the Glorian synergy. And Sanctuary here. Flipping heck. That Sanctuary trigger and the Blessings trigger as well. That's something to behold. That's why I think that's why we lost so frequently last time. It's just because of the amount of hits that we do take. So we take all of those hits at the beginning, plus we're up against Dooms as well. So the higher our HP pool, and the higher our defense, the better it will be. So as you can see, attacks increases. We do get the double strike as well. Oof, that's something to behold. And there we go, Wukong as well to start doing tremendous amounts of damage. And Eudora hasn't even hit yet. Flipping heck. So hopefully we'll get a triple super with Eudora here. And Wukong here to finish things off. I suspect. Yep. Yeah. What a unit, man. What a unit Eudora is. And Wukong, to be fair, I mean... it's just crazy. Now we get the blessing and we also miss as well. I'm very much enjoying this team. Yeah, massive damage. Massive damage. Right, okay, so Wukong to do the most there. Absolutely fantastic. And I think we can just push on ahead here. I think we've got our setup absolutely fine, especially with the pursuit dart in there. So that's round 5, and our back row does prove to be consistently good. But we'll see. Again, round 2, absolutely fine. Just can't take the damage that we are outputting as well. So as soon as that Seraphina does proc her heal for this team, I think it just becomes unstoppable. And the same is true for any team here. So again, we're up to Ethereals. Lachesis will provide revitalization effect, which will heal at the end of the round. Looks like round 2, still can't take enough damage. Wukong to do 50% of the damage. Again, it's very good investment. I'm looking to get his red runes at some point. I've already got his epic runes. So whenever he procs his passive, he has the chance to copy the buff that's on the enemy units. Audrey, whoa, doing massive damage. It's 96. 97. I think what we'll do is we will get up to 99 here, and then we'll finish things off. I'll do a separate video on 100. A lot of people have been struggling on 100, but I tell you that the best way forward for you would be to include two Glorians on your team, specifically Seraphina and probably Audrey as the best units there. And again, the reason for that is because of the Hunters synergy. Again, I've said it from the very start, the Hunters synergy is just absolutely fantastic. It really is. It's just no stopping it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop myself off camera just for a second. And then we should get the win screen, and then I can make this into a short as well. So there we go. We are getting our attack increases. And then Wukong should trigger again, hopefully. Yep, there we go. And Eudora hopefully to trigger a couple of times as well. So we do get the crit. And then she does heal. Hopefully. So we do get a 75% attack increase. And then we do have Sanctuary as well, and the Blessings buff. We'll see how tough it is for us to win here. Now we do have massive health pools. But Seraphina, absolutely the GOAT in this particular stage. And I think for the majority of Rift Odyssey will be the GOAT this season. Just because she provides so much value here. Wukong, again, doing we call this the business. Yeah, and the splash damage there. Eudora to follow up is just fantastic. And she's not gaining any life from these hits, but she is doing a lot of flipping damage. So we do get 2 4 units back. Wukong to re-trigger here. So not doing altogether too much at the moment, but it's because we haven't received that second round of healing, I don't think. So there we go, received the second round of healing. Just a shame that Atrops doesn't... Oof, powerful stuff. There you go, and Wukong, 32,000 million. He does a lot of work. Yeah, he absolutely loves fighting these phantoms, really does. What a unit. And then Eudora here, hopefully, to start polishing things off. Even, I mean, Wukong here, he just continues to impress me. They have made a change, so he does have 33% chance to ignore all damage taken, so to become invincible effectively. Yeah, spot on. Absolutely spot on. Love it. So, well done to Wukong. That is Nightmare 99. Let's go ahead and share this to the guild. And then let's have a look at the stats here. So yeah, Wukong to do absolutely tremendous amounts of damage. Outperforming Eudora on this team. Outperforming Audrey on this team. Damage taken, that's how much health these bosses have as well. So up to 10,000 million. That is with the Phantom synergy. You have to take into consideration they'll have multiple health bars. But it looks like, they're around 4,000 million. So that's how much damage you have to do. I'll just pop myself back on camera now. I just want to say thanks very much for watching. We'll jump into Nightmare 100 in the next video. So subscribe if you are new, and if you aren't, thanks very much for subscribing indeed. You have a great day. Thanks for watching.